Okay, so now you'll see that in our layers palette, we have this text file layer we can turn on and off. All right, and we've got our background layer, which we could turn on and off. We could change the background, but for now I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm going to add in some new shape layers. So the shapes that I would like to use, let me just show you the brush tool first. So if we click on the brush tool, and then if we go up here to choose the brushes, there's a whole range of brushes that you can try here. There's a star. So we could choose the color of the brush in here by clicking on there. Okay, and then on this one we undo. Okay, the reason why you saw that happen before was because I hadn't chosen the size. So I actually picked up a star, which is up here in our little box up there. And if you change the pixel size, then we'll get to see a proper star. And then you can paint directly on there. You can do it like that, like that. You can click and drag. I don't like that so much, so I'm going to undo that one. I can change the color of the brush, and I can go crazy and put all kinds of other stars on there. Whoop. If I don't like something, I can go back one layer in my history file, and I'm just going to do that one more time with maybe a yellow. Carrying on with my star tool. Okay, and you can go crazy on that. Now, if we see here, they're all on that particular layer. So I'm going to name this layer. I'm going to call it my stars layer. Right, so you can, at some point you might think, no, I don't want that, so I'm going to do something else. Anyway, for starters, we have that. And let's make a new layer now. And this time we could go and choose, so there's a whole bunch of different brushes up here. If you click under these special effect brushes are quite nice, so you can go OK to that. And then in the special effects, you have these butterflies, ducks, and stars, and other things. So, for instance, if we want to use a butterfly, and again, we can choose the size of the butterfly and make it maybe a bit bigger. So now I get lots of little tiny, in fact, it's very kindly changing the colors for me. Just turn that up one more time. Whoa, now I've got this fantastically big butterfly. Okay, now maybe I wanted to have it like that, but the opacity is too high. So if I drop that right back down, it will go in behind. I can have like a kind of muted background there. You can drop that right back or somewhere around there. I think it might look quite nice if it has a stroke on it. So I double click on the layer and I go to the stroke one, and it's on black. I might just change that color slightly to something not so heavy, that little gray color, and then I've got that set at 1 pixels. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right. So that is how we do that. And then, of course, if you didn't like those stars, you can turn off the stars. And we'll name the layers. We'll get into naming the layers. So they're my butterflies. It's a good idea to name your layers so that you know where everything is. All right. Now at this point, the some of the text here is kind of a bit bland and not very strong. So whatever is on the top layer in Photoshop is the layer that will be the strongest one. That makes sense. So if I click and drag that text layer right up to the very top, see how it comes out a lot more cleaner than it was before. Okay, so you also have these wonderful icons down here in the custom shape tool. Now I've got this great big box open. If you don't see that, you need to click on all and then everything will come up. You can look at them individually. There's all the different animal things that you could have, artistic textures, different things, but I'm just going for all because then I can see everything at once. And so you can also use these. You could use them for shapes and flowers, all kinds of really cool stuff. And I'm just going to pick or something here, maybe this atomic one. So once I've got that, I have a new layer. In fact, it might even automatically create me a layer. And I just click and drag out. And it automatically fills it in based on these colors up here. If you want to change that, you can just click on the fill, click on the green I'm going for, and I'll just leave the stroke as it is, but you can change that if you want down to 1 pixel, or you could make it bigger, put it up at 5 pixels. Let's see what we get with that. And go OK. And so now I'm looking something like that. All right, and then if I want to move that particular shape, which happens to be this shape here, so that's my atomic symbol. I'll just put in there atomic for short. And if I wanted to move that, I click on the move button, that move tool, and I can move it anywhere I like. All right, that's a quick demo on how to get started. So I'm looking forward to see what your maths posters look like.